Breaking news here, and that is the Supreme Court has just issued an order where they are expediting consideration of the Texas heartbeat bill case. The petition for expedited consideration for the writ of certiorari, that is the request for it to be reviewed. The request for the review to be expedited has been granted, and the respondents have to file a response to the petition on or before this Thursday. So this has moved really quickly.
With the Texas case, you have an indirect challenge to Roe by giving the citizens of Texas enforcement power with respect to a Texas heartbeat law. I think it's a very innovative approach.
This is round 2 of this case at the Supreme Court. And last time they let the law stay in place. So they didn't get rid of the law. They let the law stay in place. This time, they may be talking about expedited consideration of the merits of the case. That's what it looks like anyways.
Private citizens who get to enforce this law, not the state. And that's what's kind of thrown everybody off because they don't know who to sue. And that's why we've seen it go up to the Supreme Court and back down and to district courts in the Fifth Circuit. And it's kind of just bouncing up and down because they don't know really who the party is to sue.
How is D.C. responding? How are the political elected federal officials responding? Logan, they're trying to call off the debate. They're trying to take that debate out of the states, bring it into Washington, D.C., and say the debate is over. Now, why do I say that? I say that mainly because of a bill that's already passed the House. They're calling it the Women's Health Protection Act. But in essence, Logan, what it would do, it would codify Roe, and it would say all of these restrictions, the restrictions that are aimed at protecting the unborn baby, and, Logan, the restrictions that are aimed at protecting the mother, like an ability to admit a woman to a hospital or some of the informed consent laws that your dad and Cece were talking about. All of those, Logan, would be off of the book. So they would say to Texas and to Mississippi and to South Dakota and all the other states looking at, get out of this game. We're going to handle it. You cannot restrict abortion in any way, shape, or fashion.
The unborn child, Cece, in the mother's womb is a child.
That's right. And we've historically seen that. And European countries even acknowledge that a baby is a baby and it has rights. And so, abortion is the only place where a woman can decide to murder an innocent human being just on her own and no consequences to that.
Please show me in the Constitution of the United States where it says you've got a constitutional right to an abortion. I defy anybody to show me that, and I'll tell you why. It doesn't exist there. And I think that is squarely now before the U.S. Supreme Court.
No, it is.
Those are state matters. They are to be decided by the sovereign states and not by the central government. It's not in the Constitution. Period. The end.
Life is winning because the American people have seen the truth. And Jay, as long as the left is in a position of having to advocate for the ending of a life with a beating heart, or because that life is a certain race or gender or has a disability, guess what I think is going to happen? I think the trend towards life is going to continue.
All of these cases, if you look at the big three, I call it, you've got the Texas case, you got the direct challenge to Roe versus Wade in another case. The Texas case is not a direct challenge to Roe, but it's very possible that, and I think this is really possible, that what happens in the Dobbs case will directly impact what happens in the case out of Texas, which will impact what happens out of the case we're handling in South Dakota at the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals. These are all, you have 3 major abortion cases simultaneously, either at the Supreme Court or the court right below the Supreme Court. So this is monumental moments here.